Welcome back, adventurers. I'm an adventurer like you, and I'm playing Crusader Kings III. We're continuing with the grand run to the end of an era, and the year is 1393. We have just 60 years to go. Isn't that wonderful? It is just days before the release of Royal Court, which will bring some exciting new features to the game. And then, of course, we need to start a new game because all saves will be broken. Anyway, for this run, we're still on version 1.2.2, so yeah, we're a bit behind what is already current. But never mind all that, let's get back into the game. And here we have our current situation with Iron Man enabled, achievements available, that's what we want here. And here is our current ruler, Kaiser Immer of the Roman Empire, although it's much more than the Roman Empire, right? We started as a count in Zeeland, there, a Dutch local ruler, and we expanded and expanded. Our empire reaches from this corner of the map to, well, almost this corner. We are here. We don't have, wait, no. We don't have Sri Lanka, Ceylon, whatever you want to call this bit here, and we don't have Thaton or Pagan either. But we want to go to the far east corner of this map, which is this bit sticking out from the kingdom of Xia. We did already a kingdom invasion, so this will be left for our son, who will most likely be the last emperor. Now, last time he came of age, and then also his fiancée came of age, but she was already a drunkard at age 16. Now, I think I hooked him up with somebody else, but we need to see if that actually is coming through, and it is. Great. I will graciously take the hand of your son and your icebound in holy matrimony. May Gayatri bless our union. Barbara. Barbara is 16 also, and she is a lesbian, as our son is gay. So that is, what would you call that? A bearded couple or something? Anyway, they're each other's beard. I think they will figure things out. We're not too worried about any children, heirs, and so on, as long as they can stand living together and being political partners. That's why I'm not worried that she's lustful. She can have affairs with as many women as she'd like. That will not give us any bastard children or something with wrong genetics and all that. So I think we'll be good. Anyway, now that we have an heir, a young heir who should be able to live for 60 more years, I wish we could, at some point in the next 10 or so years, abdicate. But that's not one of our possible decisions, unfortunately. Actually, we can attempt suicide. That's an option then. But usually, in my experience, if you have friends and good family that likes you and they all love me, they will save you from yourself. So, yeah. Anyway, let's run. Let's run. Yeah, we ransom some people in our prison. We don't need them. We have too many people in our prison as it is. What are you doing here? We cook. Okay, go home. I hereby invite you to a feast at my court in Suceava. That sounds Romanian, Moldavia. Yeah, okay. You're the king of Moldavia. Great, I will come. It will be my pleasure. Okay, solid judgment. As Parsis' eyes widen at my words, I realize what I have just admitted to. I struggle to push my tankard away. I have just had too much. I try to get up, wobbling a little. Don't trust a word I say. What have I done? My non-believer secret. I don't believe in anything, apparently. I'm secretly an atheist. Even though I am a theologian and a pilgrim and all that. It's just for appearances, apparently. Touching my arm to get my attention, Kaiser Finna spoke in a lowered voice filled with concern. King Farden has been looking at you a lot this evening. Considering Kaiser Finna's reputation, I almost wish she had said nothing. Every grin from our host now starts looking a little too wide, and every clang of a flagon or plate makes me jump, anxious that someone has incurred his wrath with some minor slight, or worse, that the person is me. He is sadistic, yes, and he is a torturer. He's also bisexual. Who knows what he wants? And an adulterer. Okay, I can get through this. It's only a feast. And I'm getting dark thoughts again. Guilt and shame have been plaguing me as of late. All of my sins, my flaws, my failings. These dark thoughts distract me from my responsibilities and keep me awake at night. I feel like I must do something to put an end to this mental anguish, but what could possibly help? I have killed people, just like executions, right? I haven't had any murder plots. Just a lot of executions, yeah. Should not be a problem. So if I confess to all of my wrongdoing, you gain disturbing confession. I don't think that's the right thing. And the lash, no. No, we're calm and humble and all that. I must be strong and resist these impulses. That's what I must do. Dr. Zut is about to leave court. Let's make sure she's set up with a good husband. She is. Well, yeah, go and see the world. Go and see the world, you two. That's fine. You are crazy. You don't have money. You don't have money. Okay. You can go home. Yeah, let's do that too. Ambrose, why are you in my dungeon? I don't remember. Well, there was probably a good reason, so you shall stay. Returning home. What a feast. Yes, and all the usual stuff. Farewell, my friend and vassal. I gain the trait Eager Reveler. I lose stress because I'm gregarious. That's great. This could go away. I have no choice. Yes, of course. I thought I clicked that away. Another feast. Yeah, sounds good. Let's do it. There's nothing like a feast. It reminds us all for this good in life, and the cupboard is not too bad either. At least those seated close to me seem to think so. You are something special, Emir. King Azenqued tells me. Prince Abad and Mayor Irgen nod their heads in agreement. I just do what feels right. I lose more stress because I'm an eager reveler now. Great. As one plate of food is replaced by the next, my vassal court chaplain Abdul Halim goes on and on about the art of love. And that is how we salvage that mess. Are you sure I'm not boring? No. Please don't. Do go on or forming a friendship with him. Would I want a friendship with him? He is a wolfist, a zealous wolfist. No, please do go on. Interesting conversations are always good. Embassies, wait. Divine protection. Where is the interesting conversation? This one? No. Okay. This doesn't even show up. Oh, this one. Diplomacy and learning +1. Alright. Why is that conversation symbolized with a pig's head? Because it happened on a feast, yeah, I understand, but still, no. Great. Okay. I would like to go faster. Let's see how many years we can squeeze out of this episode. Would you let her go? Sure. Anybody else who wants to pay? No. You? 10, yeah. You? 10. Sure. Can't, because already considering another proposal. Okay, let's wait for that. Another feast in Kilt. Yeah, sounds good. And we have another diplomacy perk. Diplomacy perk. We're going for diplomat, right? Yeah. Can we ransom her now? Yes, we can. Prince Ahmad had interesting conversation again. Or why don't we talk more about you? Yeah, sure, we can do that. I just do what feels right. I am special, though. I won't deny that. The bottom of a tankard, was that the sound of an empty cup you just set down at the table? To hear anything over the din of the great hall, Queen Camilla must have enchanted ears. My gracious host waits for a third. More wine here, none will go thirsty. Thank you, my vassal. Yeah, let's go drunkards. Just like my wife. I've had enough from ruling this empire. That reminds me, I can also have my own feast. The guests have gathered in the great hall, lords and ladies from the near and far reaches of the realm. The mood is bright and spirits are high as the feast begins. Welcome, friends. Eating was well on the way and drinking a little too far along when King Kunrad decided it was time for some horse riding. My stables were locked up tight, but with the guidance from Count Sigerda, Kunrad soon led a group of eager riders in sight. With absolutely no control over my animals, there was swearing, laughter, and broken bones, as men and women fell from horses ambling around the hall. Other creatures in the stables did not get away much easier, and one goat nearly caved in under the weight of Arend. That's my oldest, right? My eldest son. Stable hand, save those people from themselves. I have a lively feast. My guests are going home, all in good moods. This feast has brought us closer, and we will be able to look back and chuckle at the escapades of Kunrad and his drunken band of merrymakers for years to come. Count Sigerda even jokingly complimented me on the healthy state of my livestock. Keep me in your hearts, vassals. I'm now a famous reveler. Okay, let's see if we can take that to the 3rd degree. A scheme at court. What can I do about it? I have my spy master for that, right? She's getting a bit on in years, and she's a drunkard herself. Plus a lover's box. Oh well. Child of my dynasty. Well, that would at least be Edward with a W instead over you. At least in modern Dutch. But let's see what we can do with this. Erkenhout sounds good. My brother Baldric died. He drank himself to death. Well, there are worse ways to go, I guess. What is this? Accept 200? No. This is Nikolaus. No, never. You, never. Above the vassal limit? Okay, and we need a new steward. We need a new steward. And she's pretty old. She looks good. Yeah, assign her. And now we're still above the vassal limits? How did that happen? This one. 61. Okay, then we need to look for task finished. Could not increase control. Yeah. Do we have anything that is like a duchy? It will be my pleasure. What is this? Yeah, but that's my half brother. And champion. A promise is a promise. Who is this? Vandelmut. It's just drunken ramblings. She wants to recook. Okay, why not? Secret exposed. Wow. Yeah, we do need to take a second. This one. She is my vassal. It's part of this kingdom that I cannot usurp. What is the closest king here? Kosala. Yeah, I will grant you them. Grant vassals. This one. And where is it now? What the heck? This one. Yeah. Alright, let's go. So now we should be good, right? 59, yeah. As Queen Venomous eyes widen at my words, I realize what I have just admitted to. I started to push my tongue. I have had too much. Don't trust a word I say. It's my non-believer secret. Yeah. Pretty much everybody will know that soon, right? Is there anyone else here who can be ransomed? Who are you? And this one. It will be my pleasure. Let's go out. Zoom out. And there is a proposed alliance. I don't think so. No. Don't want to get involved in your local wars. I will destroy. Come on, Caspar, now tell us a story. I have a rivalry with Caspar. Come on, don't be shy. Blackmail. The dilemma. Baron Arnulf. Friendship. He is deeply interested in the subject. Yeah, that fascinates me as well. Wait a moment there. What would life be without Arnulf? And we have a reinvigorating friendship. My regrets that it has come to this. I have evidence of your doubt about Tripura Sundara. If you wish for my silence, you will do as I say. She has a blackmail. So she gets another hook on me because she knows my secret. And if I decline, then she exposes my secret. And that would give people a reason to rebel against me, maybe? I'll accept it. Let's see what she wants. have a new Marajuporohit. Okay, Byron, 24, that's fine. And this task is finished, that's great. Do we have anything that is in need of better control? Looks all good, huh? Let's go there. And my mother died, I just saw. Snake in court, can't do anything about that. Yes. Some of my children. Oh, wait, he just picked up several. That's the way it goes, huh? Huh? Why? Just why? My mother died and she drank herself to death, and I gained stress. It looks like I'm gonna drink myself to death too. We didn't gain the trade drunkard though. Just a famous reveler. Okay. And Byron died, and we have a new marriage Heat, and she is pretty much useless. Can we have someone who is actually good at this, but not ancient? My son Reinout, he's unlanded. That sounds perfect. And he does have the kind of beard for it as well. All right. We still have some stress. And we know what? Your culture is now fascinated by Ostsiedlung innovation. How does that happen? I'm Dutch, right? We don't have any of these. Does this somehow become available? Or did we just skip that originally because, for some reason, we didn't mind? I thought we had done them all. Interesting. To the benevolent case of the Roman Empire, I think it might be in the best interest of our realms to arrange a meeting with our heirs, Icebound and Sedai. Sedai of Bengal. But you're basically a nobody. Bengal. That's here. Yeah, why not? What a delightful idea. Blooming friendship. The arranged meeting between Sedai and Icebound is the perfect opportunity to graft the foundations of a long-lasting relationship between my realm and Guillermo Diki's. I should be very careful when planning the encounter. Yes. Sedai should come to the county of Rome. We have the money for that. And we need to do this. Okay. Blooming friend. What? Today is met with all pomp and circumstance appropriate for such a distinguished guest. He will remain in the county of Roma for a few weeks, during which he and Icebound will get to know each other better. So he is a bit of a chicken, but he is ambitious and wants to be a fighter. Interesting. I will make sure to help my son and heir, or I trust Icebond to handle himself. Yeah. Blooming friendship. The time for today to return home has finally arrived. It seems that during his stay here, the young man has grown fond of our culture and decided to pick on several customs from my court. Things between him and Icebound went even better than expected. The two have become inseparable. Although he is heterosexual, so they didn't become lovers. Okay. What is more, the visit proved to be an excellent opportunity to refine my diplomatic skills. We should try this again sometime. Great. And now she loves me. Do you want to become part of my realm? No. Because you're Gyalmon, a king level title, a different culture group. Not de jure my vassal. Okay. That's too bad. Baghdad, feast, yes. What started as an ordinary feast became an exceptional one thanks to the presence of Duke Simon, who is disfigured. Interesting. We spoke all evening about all manner of subjects, and as things would have it, we seem to have a lot in common. I had such a good time with him. The bottom of the tankard. Again, this one. Yeah, we'll try again. We did not become a drunkard. I have been a good vassal to you, but surely you understand I have subjects of my own too. My current contract is very restrictive. Surely you would see the wisdom in making it more lenient. And besides, you do owe me, Queen Vendelmoot. It seems I have little choice. She gained fortification rights. Yeah, sure. No problem. You could have just asked. I hereby invite you to a feast at Varanasi. Prince Anton, my half-brother. Sure, it will be my pleasure. It looks like you know how to have a good time. As one plate of food is replaced by the next, my brother Prince Anton goes on and on about sugary treats. And that was how we salvaged that mess. Are you sure I'm not boring you, my lord? No, please do go on. Yeah. What do they have there in Varanasi? There is nothing like a feast. It reminds us all of what is good in life, and the company is not too bad either. At least those seated close to me seem to think so. You are something special, Emir. Linda tells me. Alais and King Alwyn nod their heads in agreement. One more round, everyone. And we return home. Farewell, my brother. Broadening horizons, while my son and heir Icebound certainly knows a thing or two about court politics, Kaiser Infinna thinks it is time for him to widen his horizons. I like that beard. Looks good on him. I could acquire some new tones, prepare a few assignments, tutor him a little. Which subject do you think would benefit Icebound most? My wife, I think you know a thing or two about fine wines. But he could learn something about military theory for sure. We have a trained healer who just came in. 23, that's not bad. I will hire you just in case. Wow, you're expensive. And Alliance, no. Child of my dynasty, that is his first, right? Erlinda, let's see. How about the Vulcan? And she has all the good genes, sure. Well, when I scored every quarter gains 10 opinion of us, that is great. Let's go on a hunt. Invite you to a feast. Okay. Let's wait with the hunt until after this feast. At least if you're not too bad of a character. Yeah, it will be my pleasure. Mutual spirits. You don't look so good. What are you doing at a feast when you have great pox? Come on. You shouldn't be here. You should be in quarantine. Let's go on hunt. The noise from the others have faded away by the time Brother Anton and I stalk up to this. He doesn't look fit enough to do this. We are almost within striking distance when Anton whispers to me, "Now that we are finally by ourselves or something, I have to let you know about Linda. No time for chit-chat, I'm getting that stag." Or I learn Linda's secret and the stag gets away. No time for chit-chat. Returning from the wild, the hunt is drawing to an end. We mount our horses to leave the farmlands behind as the servants prepare the stag and other game for the journey back. In spite of our difficulties along the way, the hunt went very well. We return home reinvigorated. King Adrian has an incestuous relationship with his own sister. Yeah, Tupoasundari will judge these sinners. And you're 63. Maybe it's time to replace you. Do we have somebody who is better? My half-brother Emo, who's also getting on in years. Rudolf of Khorasan, slightly younger. Assign him. Him again? Yeah, sure, it will be my pleasure. A crooked smile. It was with a disturbing smile that King Friday recounted some of the more terrifying stories about King Friday's means of diplomacy. I should not let it get to me, but now I'm finding it hard to think of anything else. Every grin from my host starts looking a little too wide, and every clang of flag on her plate makes me jump, anxious that someone has incurred his wrath with some minor slight, or worse, that person is me. And I became obese. Feast is dwindling down and I find myself deep in conversation with my disciplined Basson Mayor Michael. He inquires about my opinion on theological treatises, a subject he is deeply interested in himself. I could not care less. We are an unbeliever. Farewell, my vassal. So, yeah, we are quite something now. Another feast? Sure, why not? Let's feast ourselves to death. I can't wait to talk to everyone. And I have exposed Princess Taklit's incestuous relationship with her brother. Why would I do that? I don't care. I guess I was drunk and just blabbering. Troubled vassal. Defeat. You're just like some unknown mayor. Tell us a story, come on. King Eisenquet goes on and on about the blessings of family. Sure. And I'm now a legendary reveler. See, I told you we could take it to the 3rd degree. And we are also a diplomat. Do we want to go on and get patriarch? Or do we want to do something else? In our old age. What is he like? He is calm, humble, and gregarious. He has a drunk wife. Maybe we should just go on seduction or something. I mean, he's bored out of his skull, right? Let's do that. Then we get some different events. And he may invite you to a feast? Sure. A warm welcome. A promise is a promise. Who is this? Inherit of Nicaea. Let's see what he wants. Just for fun. My brother Simon died against just a witness. As I stumble outside to relieve myself, I hear shouting around the corner. As I turn, I see my vassal Mayor Shuja sneer as he sinks his blade into the face of the covering King Adrian. Whatever sound I made must have been enough for Shuja, who turns toward me, surprise on his face. What have you done? Everyone will know of your crime. He was the king of Jerusalem. A secret exposed. Mayor Simeon of Krk has accused my niece Duchess Yasmin of having had an extramarital affair with her lover Isabella. How could she defile the sanctity of her marriage? Well, because she wanted to try something different, right? Yeah, she's bisexual. The memories remain, Rada. If you were still with me, you would tell me to be strong. My old friend Rada of Medellin died at the ripe age of 96. Okay, so farewell, my vassal. That was great. If we actually want to do this seduction thing, obese, yes, severe penalty, then we should probably try to seduce someone. So let's go to my court and see who is, well, beautiful, for starters. Right? And female. Adults. And there's no age. These are probably just daughters-in-law of sons that haven't been landed. Adis is not married. I know she is, and Vendelmut is also not married. Ah, okay. Vendelmut, how would you like to be seduced? A little experimentation. A long evening of state business with Heike has slowly degenerated into both of us being deep in our cups, slurringly swapping saucy stories. That's the wife of my son, who I appointed as court chaplain, Maharaj Purohit. Okay, I've just finished my retelling of a tale about a rather curvaceous pastry when I see an untoward gleam in my companion's eye. Thoughts of blackmail race unbidden to my mind. Perhaps Heike is actually a little keener on this subject than she knows. I know a few other stories like that. And she gains a deviant secret. No, she lost opinion of me. Oh, repulsed by my lewdness. I don't give up so easily. I can only do one. I'll put you on my list. As I open my eyes in the dark, I am immediately overwhelmed by an ominous feeling. Is someone watching me? Are you ready to embrace the truth, Timur? I sit up, suddenly completely awake. I look around for the source of the unfamiliar woman's voice, but there are only shadows. Kali offers you her blessing. Will you accept it? With all my heart. I thought I had I'm thinking of a mod that gives me like extra personal skills. Master of Words. As a scholar of the diplomatic arts, I am well aware of the power of an eloquent compliment. Showing admiration for a woman's best quality is a sure path to her heart. The next time we meet, I shall compliment Mendelmuth's, wow, unparalleled breathtaking beauty. You be invited to a feast in Tarnovgrad. It will be my pleasure. The bottom of the tankard. Thank you, my vassal. Yes, let's have another round. Embarrassing impatience. Queen Katrina announced a slight delay to the serving of the food, and Joe Ragnar looks ready to burst his frustration. In between grumbles from his stomach, I only hear grumbles of displeasure. He's making a fool of himself, yes. You don't want undercooked food, do you? After extensive conversation with our delectable dishes, Mayor Yerolim expresses that he finds me most learned and wise, and that my utterances are always of inestimable worth to those less well-read than I. He recognizes true intellect, I see. What a feast, and we return home. And we can host a feast ourselves again. Oh, we lost somebody. We lost our spy master so soon. Yeah, it will be my pleasure. My brother Inger died of cancer. He wasn't our spy master. I missed something. Anyway, spy master. There we go. Come on. Yes. How many soldiers do you have? 272277. A warm welcome. Every guest is gathered in the hall, and our gracious host, Queen Mendelmuth, has welcomed us all to the feast. I cannot wait to talk to everyone. How are we doing with our scheme here? This is another Mendelmuth, right? Conversation partner Mayor Bertolf goes on and on about ancient military campaigns. Please do go on. And there is no other way to truly live than feasting. Returning home. A reading in Rome. The celebrations had come to an end, and the evening's entertainment seemed to be over when Wendelmuth suggested a reading. The clerk soon arrives, wondering what the guests would like to hear, and I see my chances to impress her. The Amal just would give us a chance to learn. She has high learning, right? But no, that's not what she wants. She wants a theological treatise. What? Yeah, okay. It happens. The love letter. Your clever quips are like stars in the sky. I wish only to feel the embrace of your love, that I may know if your prowess carries off the battlefield. Please be the Cleopatra to my Marcus Antonius. Shouldn't that be the other way around? No sooner have I read the letter delivered from Wendelmuth than I am on my way to her chambers. My actions will answer her words. And she becomes my lover. Great. Now, there was somebody else who we wanted to have another go at, right? Heike. Yeah. That's very scandalous, I know. Convert to witchcraft. We can do that. First, let's seduce her. The pressure of secrecy. I spent a lot of time considering who might have found out about my relationship with Wendelmuth. My heart beats fast as innocuous comments become charged with meaning. I try to tell myself it is all within my head. No one knows, surely no one knows. Master of words. As a scholar of the diplomatic arts, I'm well aware of the power of an eloquent compliment. I shall compliment her on her warm and gentle heart. And King Ambrose died. And Herlinda died. Ambrose died in my dungeons, okay. Come on. Barbara has given birth to a son. Their first son, no, the first one was a daughter, Ruka. So we shall go for let's keep it simple, Rulof. And we have discovered Ostsiedlung. A new fascination can be selected. Really? Can we select a new fascination? Because I don't believe that. We have all this. We can't, like, discover elephant tree, which would be nice. Yeah, so we got promote culture plus 15, development growth plus 15. That's nice. And late medieval, we have everything that we can get. Investment inquiry. With Kaiser in Venice, diligent administration of my household's finances, there is more gold at the end of this season than expected. How should we put it to best use, husband? Host a magnificent dinner party to the delight of us all. Yeah. Invite you to a feast in Crescenza. Sure, why not? The bottom of the tankard. Thank you, my vassal. For another drink. And finally we gained the trait drunkard. It took a few tries. Not that we were chasing it, but yeah. A reading in Rome. Princess Heike. She suggested a reading. Let's be entertained. And she seems completely engrossed. That's engrossed. That's great. And I have a new perk here. I think enticing opportunity would be the one to go for. My son and heir is a cannibal. That is interesting. Okay, there we go. Onto the breach. As the shadows lengthen, I find Heike in the darkness beneath the castle wall, waiting for me. She comes toward me, hesitantly at first, then eagerly. I hear her breath quicken as I pull her close. In the shade of the wall, we make love, and the guards patrolling above are oblivious to our passion. Once more. I know of your relationship with Wendelmut. Uh-oh. Oops, I was too late. My secret has been exposed. Okay, I will try and convert her to witchcraft. Yeah, my sinful acts come at a cost, and she is pregnant. As Heike's belly grows, there can be no doubt she is with child. She has said nothing, but could this be the result of our carnal relations? I must ask her. Of course it is yours, Immer. I worry that someone will have heard her, but we remain alone with the silence. Good it is too, for I suddenly have a lot to think about. The two of us, a child. And what is this? Go on a pilgrimage. Let's hold off for a minute. I invite you to a feast in Old Dongola. That sounds like a good idea. In Nubia, it will be my pleasure. So, while I have this, I can't seduce somebody else, right? Or can I? No. Okay. That's fine. All over my new shirt. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Beaumont. Or, ha, what a show you put on. Yeah, that one. Prince Hilmar is blinded through an accident. Quote unquote. Ah. That's something I should have been informed about. I grow closer to forming a friendship with Bona. Okay. Yeah, this is the Go on a Pilgrimage one. Secret exposed. My vassal Duchess Blanca has brought forward evidence that my granddaughter Duchan was fathered by my son King Iba. Iba? And your mother is just some mayor. Okay. That happens, yeah. Who would have known? Interesting. My sister Linda died from her wounds. How did she get her wounds? This is the pilgrimage, right? Yeah. Feast at my court of Varanasi. Yes, that sounds great. I like your feasts. Propose alliance, decline. We can go for lose weight, but that would just make us live longer. What a show you put on. I think I'm going to turn off that notification here. Yeah, expired. Okay. Child of my dynasty, Ona is a good name. Ah, and that's mine, right? She is actually my child. Okay, well, yeah. No. Not after your father. Then at least name your son after me. But I guess now that I'm a fat drunkard, you don't want to name him after me anymore. How about Sibbe? We can indulge in drink. We'll lose some stress, spend some... Oh, okay. Cheers. Drink up. Another cup and my shoulders relax a bit more. This is how I meant to spend my time. To be sober is to suffer. I feel better already. Convert to witchcraft, a new novice. I watched the sleeping shape of Heike while I sent a quick prayer to Kali. As soon as the last whispered words pass my lips, she stirs, as if her subconscious mind has waited for this moment. When I step out of the shadows and offer Heike her blessing, that is Kali's blessing, right? There is no fear or hesitation in her eyes. No, her acceptance is wholehearted and hungry. Welcome to our communion, sister. Okay. Let's widen our search. And let's go for some of the younger ones. Aliken. You are callous and cynical. And you're also married to a priest. Perfect. Rumor and speculation. My wife Kaiserin Fennec gets to hear many things during her comings and goings at court. Lately she has heard some very interesting stories about what my guest Anne does in the shadows. That is very useful to know, Rose. She has a lover. A young lover. Interesting. Okay, I hereby invite you to a feast. The King of Bavaria? Sure. We love feasts. Where are the casks? Let's get some of that famous German wine. Bavarian wine. And of course, Wurst. What kind of meat is this so rich in flavor? What are these vegetables almost sweet? Oh, and these wonderful little desserts. This feast is some of the best food I have ever tasted. Delightful. Life reaffirmed. All over my new shirt. You put on a show. Bottom of the tankard. Well, let's go for another round. Sure. That's who we are now. And I think Baghdad. Okay, Swarat the Third. Sure. I was gonna hold my own feast, but I'm too busy being invited to other people's feasts. Mayor Jahan talks about sword practice. I could not care less. And let's have another round. Conversation partner Duchess Zuhairat goes on and on about friendship. Yeah, let's talk about you. Farewell, my vassal. Yeah, and your lovely daughter. Granddaughter. Troubadour's dedication for Gertrude. Well, Veiled Illusions is probably better. Bold Declaration is, well, 68% chance. Yeah, let's go for it. How dare you embarrass me in public like that? Oops, that was not what I wanted. A girl's name. How about Elze? She is a trained healer, but she can't see. Yeah, that's not so good. You were a healer, but now you can just give advice, I guess. A reading in Vagar. Where is that even? Lofoter, that's in Norway, right? Let's be entertained. Good choice, Emma. It was great, wasn't it? Where are you? Where are you? There. And in the far north. Far north. Okay, that's interesting. Intrigue perk available. Come on. Home advantage. Or like weeds in the garden. We don't need more fertility, but that would lead us to some other good perks down the line here. So I'm going to do that. My sister Yolanda died. And Gertrude will be mine. Throes of passion. I find my Queen Gertrude waiting eagerly. A servant could come into the kitchen at any time. I almost protested when she pulled me towards the countertop, tugging at my blouse. But only almost. She reaches a gentle hand around my neck, pulling my lips closer for a moment. I resist, but only a moment. Goosebumps rise on her skin as I let my fingers lightly trail across her body. Soon the touch becomes firmer and hungrier, grasping. It was such a rush of excitement, however brief it was. I might skip tomorrow's stew, however. It was too good to be a one-time thing, and she becomes my lover. Alright. Propose alliance, decline. Did I have somebody else on my list? No. Yeah, these were other candidates for my son. Sure. You are callous and deceitful, though, so that's a bit... yeah. Where are the casks? Gualadat. Okay, how did these people from up in Lapland end up in Egypt? Right. Okay, I will seduce the granddaughter of our host. And Gertrude's belly grows. I must ask about it myself, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be mine. Of course it is yours. The two of us are child. Yeah. Another feast in Kielt. That's also there. It will be my pleasure. Do you also have any interesting children or grandchildren? Vendelmut. Another Vendelmut. That's too confusing. Wait a moment. Who is the host? You. Yeah. Your court. Who is your priest? You have 62 people in your court. That's going to take a long time to sort through. That's maybe not worth it. Well, you are her granddaughter. I've had too much, don't trust a word I say. What have I done? I learn of her lover's secret. Okay. Adelheid Ijsbergdochter. And you're missing a leg. How would you like to be seduced? 5%? Why? You love your husband. Good for you. Good for you. Returning home. Farewell, my vassal. Okay, so maybe we could go. Oh, Boomthang. Yes. Lomon. Wow. That takes me back. A warm welcome. Yes. Okay. Your children are too young to seduce. Oh, CK Apania. Okay. Let's see if that works. 90%. Oh, seduce Leandro. Okay, I'm still on that. Put you on my list. To-do list. Literally. You're a man of your word, aren't you? Who are we trying to get here? Leandro Gualadat. Or Gualadat. I don't know where the emphasis is. Duchess Wangdua. Yes. She likes me. She really likes me. Good. The bottom of the tankard. Yes, let's have another round. I'm returning home. How long will it take to drink myself to death? Be as gallant and charming as possible. I managed to get a moment alone with Leandro. I bide my time balancing flattery and conversation. Then, as the right mood settles, I reach out and clasp Leandro's hand in mine. I lay bare my feelings for her and declare my undying love. Not even in my wildest dreams could I have imagined you were this passionate, Emma. She exclaims while desperately fanning herself. While she doesn't respond to my proclamation in kind, I'm certain that the shade of red on her ears is due to her blushing ferociously at my bold words. It shouldn't be long before she reciprocates my feelings. I gain emboldened by seduction attempt, attraction opinion +5. My sister Aspa died from stress. Well, that won't be me. It will be from drinking, not from stress. Gertrude's court is celebrating the birth of her child, seemingly unaware of the truth. Gertrude, Norwegian, right? You're very Germanic. Neophytos is your husband. He's Greek. That's why he's called Anatolios. I don't agree with that, but whatever. Yeah. It is weird, right? That your son is blonde and both of you are dark-haired. Yeah, very weird. Leandro, she suggested a reading. Let's be entertained. And she didn't like it. Yeah, there is no surefire way to choose the right thing there. With that what to read. Leandro will be mine anyway. Yeah, that's in her chambers. Leandro, my rose, let's meet again. Okay, that was Leandro, and we wanted Wangdue, right? Seduce her. Another feast, because why not? King Adrian's inherited contract obliges him more. I'll let it slide this time. Is that the one whose father got murdered? Yeah, the King of Jerusalem. I'll let it slide. It's fine. Actually, he doesn't like me too much yet. Mutual spirits. Because of Fulbert, we spoke about all manner of things. Can we modify your contract and like lower your taxes? Title revocation protected. That's only plus 10. Oh, it's because of these two. Yeah, alright. And let's send you a gift. I mean, you're just a boy, but I saw your father get murdered. The feast is dwindling down and I find myself deep in conversation with my flexible niece, Princess Ermengarde. She inquires about my opinions on court alliances of subjects she is deeply interested in herself. I'm more interested in you. You might be a Kaiser, but also a squeamish knave. Adis is angry. Okay. Really now? You're gonna try this again? You won't succeed. You won't be able to get enough people. Yeah, I know. And let's get a quick look at how many counties Catholicism has. 14 counties. Most of which are here, for some reason. I should send my court chaplain there. Yeah. Troubadour's dedication. A troubadour will be performing for the court at Paro. It would be a simple request to have her change the performance to be a dedication to Duchess Wangwood, the target of my affection. Veiled illusions, please. I don't want to get her upset when it's too brazen. I'm playing absent-mindedly with my dearest Princess Ermengarde, her head resting against my chest as I tell her about my tome collection. She's an excellent listener, encouraging me with gentle hums and nods and asking thoughtful questions. The way she truly cares about a topic so close to my heart makes me all warm inside. Shall we continue this conversation somewhere more private? And she becomes my lover. Interesting. Troubadour's dedication. My dedication to Wangwe was a little too subtle. She seems not to have taken notice. Or maybe she did, but she's just not letting on. How is this thing developing? 423,000 against the 3,000. Yeah, I should send over my Maharaj Purohit to get those Catholics under control. Where shall we start? Cappadocia, why not? Reading in Paro. Let's be entertained. Good choice, she says and puffs her chest. Sinful. Why are you sinful? Are you gluttonous? What about your betrothed? She's also 42. Why don't you two just get married? Oh, you what? You're betrothed to your sister. Interesting. Under the open sky, Duchess Wangwe and I crouch side by side, the flighty heart in front of us, unaware of our presence. My own attention is unwavering, especially as Wangwe's blouse brushes against me. When I reach over to embrace her, I find that she also had her attention elsewhere. As the heart disappears into the farmlands, our naked flesh is already cradled by the soft earth as well as each other. For us to be together is only natural. Yes, alright. And then I should convert it to witchcraft. Yeah. Who is like in charge here? As her belly grows, there can be no doubt she is with child. She has said nothing, but could this be the result of her carnal relations? Yes, most likely. Who is in charge here? Is Anatolia, right? Here, this one. Anatolikon, I mean. Katakek of Many. Katakek of Many is a city, okay. Yeah. Count of Likaonia. Okay, that's where I should send him next. And of course it is yours, Emma, the two of us, Charles. (1406). The crusade fails. Well, I could have predicted that. Oh, we have a perk point. Let's do Unshackled Lust. We remove our attraction penalties. What? Convert the witchcraft scheme ends because she died? She died in childbirth. Wow, that is dramatic. That's not the one. So the child died as well. That is very sad. Somebody's trying to kill my court physician. That's not right. Okay, we need a new person to seduce. Oh, she looks ugly. She's a leper. Yeah. A Carling. How about that? She's a drunkard already, though. And she has an afro. She's a Nubian. Yeah, culturally she's Nubian, but I'm not sure how much Nubian blood she has. How about her sister? No, not romance. Seduce. Alright, let's seduce a Carling. Varanasi again? No, I'm going to hold my own feast. Can you just wait? Yeah, hold the feast. Host the feast. Tourney troubles. As Kaiser, I've been obliged to attend a local sparring tournament, but the contestants have been delayed. My kinswoman Edith stands here and is being insufferable loud. Okay, I will push her into the water trap. Yeah. She's now my rival. Okay. Zeher is my friend, but his wife died and now he is alone. I need to find a perfect match for him. A kindred heart, a personality to match his own. Attractiveness of either body, temper, or power influence. I think a kindred heart. Right. Okay. In my house, I did everything I could, ensuring that Queen Isabel and Yolanda would be as far away from each other as possible. It was not enough, and now they have come to blows in the middle of my feast. One of my guards is close to the brawl and looks to me in order to intervene. Yolanda is the one that I'm trying to seduce, right? Yeah. And that is just my vassal. Okay. Restrain Isabel until things calm down. It's Yasmina, a commoner from Yazid, that is plotting against my court physician. Yasmina, the vile fiend. Can we just imprison you? No? We can't. Can we murder you? Let's see if we can do a murder scheme. You help me and invite some agents. What a little money won't do, huh? Okay, that should be enough. I have observed Zeger for some time now, and my conclusion is certain. I was wrong. He seems to care little for personality. He must prefer power or attractiveness in a partner. Now that I am a little more acquainted with Zeger's desires, I have made a list of potential matches. Who would suit my friend best? Is it the serene Isabel? Raymond, a sensible woman? Or my modest vassal Mayor Mafalda? I think the serene Isabel, because she's also beautiful and young. If he's not looking for personality, then I would think that might be the case. To get a first impression of the quality of my match, I hosted a small dinner with both Zeger and Isabel on the guest list. They spent the main part of the dinner talking and stealing curious glances at each other when they were not. I must strike while the iron is hot, giving Zeger and Isabel another chance to meet. This time I will arrange something more exciting, an opportunity for them to share a common interest. She is diligent, arrogant, and greedy. And he is also greedy, and he is gluttonous and brave. Would it be a merry dance? A thrilling hunt? A trip to inspect the local infrastructure? No. A poetry? No. A thrilling hunt. Let's do that. Okay, they all joined my scheme, which is now at 95%. That is great. Let's move forward. As my guests depart, I thank my wife Finna, and yeah, we had a good time. As I suspected, both Zeger and Isabella were accustomed hunters, as comfortable on horseback as on the ground. They looked like they enjoyed themselves, and I overheard Isabella giving Zeger a very fine compliment on his bowmanship. I had hoped my little venture would improve Zeger's mood, but had not expected to see the results so quickly. Unless I'm an awful judge of character, there is certainly something going on between those two. A great match indeed, and I gain understands desires. That is very nice. Okay, now we get subtle desire. That means it removes the rank difference penalty, and it removes the incestuous penalty from anyone over 20. This is one who died and did not give me a child. We can remove her. And we can probably remove these as well. Oh, that is the one that actually matched up with him. Sclerosa. She's not bad. And Clara. Yeah. No. Okay, so Heike. My granddaughter Anna is already 5 years old. Okay, maybe I should educate her. Yeah, and this one? 2. Okay. And she got one. Leandro. Okay, it doesn't say. I don't remember if that one fired. Okay, in my pursuit of Yolanda's affection, it would be very helpful to know exactly what her tastes and preferences are. I am sure I could convince her to tell me. Melissa, the daughter of my vassal King Estratius, has given birth to a daughter. Okay. A light. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Very interesting. Yolanda is a woman of fine taste. This will help me win her affection. I need a drink. Secret excerpt: my vassal queen Katerina has accused my vassal queen after of having an affair with her lover Sas. I do not see what the fuss is about. It's not as if lust is an unnatural affliction. We're dabbling in that ourselves. So yeah, why do you bother me with that? So this one is Katerina, and it is Arte. Yeah, with her scaly skin. Okay, and Sas is just single. Oh, whatever, man. Whatever. A reading. Let's be entertained. And she doesn't like this. Okay, whatever. Plush and exotic carpets. Plush, vibrant, and soft as the first light of dawn. A merchant presents me with an exquisite carpet in hopes of good future relations. As I marvel at the fine weave, I am struck by a thought. Wouldn't a carpet like this muffle the treading of feet? Even conceal the steps of a bumbling agent? Yasmina will be honored by such a gift. I hereby invite you to a feast of my court in Kanyakubya. Okay. It will be my pleasure. I cannot wait to talk to everyone. Too young. Yeah, she's good. And she also has a razor. Okay, I see. Now or never, Yolanda will be mine. Onto the breach. As the shadows lengthen, I find Yolanda in the darkness beneath the castle wall waiting for me. She comes towards me hesitantly at first, then eagerly. I hear her breath quicken as I pull her close. In the shade of the wall we make love, the guards patrolling above, oblivious to our passion once more. Just don't die on me, okay? Uninvited, one of my agents has acquired a deadly spider and arranged for a servant to hide it in Yasmina's bed before dark. All they need is my go-ahead, and she will be as good as dead the moment the spider strikes. I hope you're not afraid of spiders, Yasmina. Yasmina is dead by the lethal bite of a deadly spider. The spider struck not long after she retired to her chambers, and although the guards were called, no one could do a thing to save her. Thankfully, spiders do not talk, so the attack cannot be traced back to me. My little friend has done its work well. Which means that now she can't kill, who was it, my court physician? I invite you to my feast at the town. It will be a grand affair. The King Abel of U. It will be my pleasure. Yes. I look forward to this. And that will give me a chance of looking at the beautiful women at your court. Well, she's 21. Let's go for it. What started as an ordinary feast became an exceptional one thanks to the presence of Mayor Juliana. What a good evening. As Yolanda's belly grows, there can be no doubt she is with child. She has said nothing, but could this be the result of her carnal relations? Probably. Of course it is yours, Emma. The two of us, a child. A detailed story. That ward over there is smiling at a maid across the hall with intimate familiarity. A possible affair. That lady on the other side of the hall is keeping to the walls, avoiding all conversation as well as eye contact. A secret to keep safe? Everyone is hiding something, and with a practiced eye, even the smallest of details will show you the whole picture. They are wearing their shame so openly. And I gain observant of details. Very nice. What a feast! I will remember the days spent in King Ibis halls for a long time to come. Now it is time to wash off the traces of merriment and wine, and once more resume my duties as Lord of the Realm. Farewell, my son. Yeah, no wars this episode because I was just tired of that. And the one war that we do want, we can't do the Kingdom Invasion one, or whatever the exact name is. So, yeah, a little bit of a different episode it was this time. A shameful truth has come to light. My granddaughter Hadouane has an affair with her lover Yaroslav. Interesting. I do not see what the fuss is about. Exactly. Out of wedlock, yeah. No, it's the way of the world, isn't it? And I can unlock a new perk here, Mortal Adoration. That is good. And a Master of Words. As a scholar of the diplomatic arts, I'm well aware of the power of an eloquent compliment. Showing admiration for a woman's best quality is a sure path to her heart. I shall write a letter to the Chen complimenting her. Impressive physical shape. She's gluttonous, but she's still in pretty good shape. Noble and royal nature. Impressive physical shape. Let's do that. Budding interest. Well received compliment. Okay. That's great. Let's end this scheme, and then we're going to call it an episode. Yolanda's court is celebrating the birth of her child, Mariankuda, Carling. But this is not a real Carling. This one is mine. The Chen's windows are lit by a warm glow, and even from the ground I can see movement inside. My pulse thrums loudly in my ears. Both courting the chance to bed her, as well as visit the town, has left me in deep waters. Look outside and shine up my night, then somebody will hear me. I will leave a rose for her to find, along with a note. My feelings for Leandro are nearly bursting through my chest. I have desperate need to let her know how I feel. Love guide my hand as I put ink to paper. I love her, Leandro. The only truth is poetry. My letter was well received. Leandro seems to have recited it to several people. My silver tongue gets the job done. My beloved's balcony, 2 roses waiting for me in my chamber. Is no note of greeting, but I swear I can still smell the sweet scent of that Serena Chen in the air. Oh. And Spouse is up to the task. She wants to give a few lessons to one of my counselors. My steward Venna, my spymaster Fardin, or Reinout. Reinout is a good one, yeah. A helpful warning. I have received a missive from Maharani Mailala Devi of Mangalesi. It claims that King Kunrad, my chancellor, has requested support in a plot against me. I don't think so. He loves me. He has lots of friends. He is deceitful, though. There's nothing I value more than loyalty, Marlena Devi's letter reads. Hence why I share this with you. She is honest. I will confront Kunrad in person. He will, of course, deny it. King Kunrad can do nothing but confess when he is confronted with her letter. It was not. How can I make this right again? He postures, but I can see the fear written on his face. Do everything I say and you will be spared. Or I do forgive you, let people know of my generosity. This one. Yeah, let people know of my generosity. My beloved granddaughter. As my benign granddaughter Decadence smiles unwarily, I drop any pretense of restraint. Tearing the shirt off her, putting my hands around her waist, my mouth on her neck, my aching desire against her own. The love a grandfather feels for his granddaughter cannot be wrong. This is like a peak CK3, right? Alright, so here we are, 1408. And we did some seduction for a change this episode. And we still have 45 years to go. So hope to see you next time.